So if you have a look at relationship between medium, you could be looking at a couple of things. You could be looking at either one text and its relationship from its film version to its book version, or wherever it may be, or you may be looking at two different texts, one which is a book and one in which is a film, but they are both different texts. They are different stories. So depending on the text you're studying, this may require a distinction between various forms. And it may require you to sort of go, well, how are these two texts, which are pretty much the same or similar, or have similar sorts of ideas, done differently in their different mediums? And that's one of the things that is quite an interesting thing to look at, particularly when you're looking at how meaning is constructed and how value is constructed. So by looking at those two things side by side, you're starting to get a little bit more of an understanding of how different mediums sort of do shape meaning in their own ways. Most of your analysis will focus literally on that construction. So the way a text is designed from one form and how is appropriate to the other. So if you look at a movie of a book, then you'll see that a lot of sacrifices often have to be made by a movie to make the book, because basically a book is something that can take about 8 hours if you were to film scene by scene, which you can't have in a cinema because everyone will be asleep by then. So what you have to do instead is you have to cut really important bits out and try and then reshape the story a little bit. And that's why often a lot of people who watch films of a book go, well, the book was better. In some cases that's not true, but in a majority of cases, yes, there is that complaint. However, it's something that's very interesting to look at, and something that you will have to look at if you are studying two texts which have the same sorts of ideas, and work out how does those different mediums, and how, when you looking at them side by side, affect how you see it and how you look at things. So that's basically it for text and context and medium. So main points to really be thinking about is that different texts are related to the world around them, that when you are interpreting a book or a film or any other type of text, that you should be trying to look at it first within your own world and then look at it from the world around you. So do some research, do some following up. Go on Google. Google's such a convenient tool for that. Look at some things about it and try and get a whole heap of ideas that have come from different people, and look at how it's interpreted by different people, societies, cultures, in either their historical context or their modern context. And when you're having a look at medium, remember that because of the fact that two mediums can convey their ideas in different ways, that you've got to then examine those relationships and really understand what you believe. And it is about what you believe are basically relevant, and then be able to justify them with your evidence in your discussion like you normally would. But otherwise, that's about it for text and context and medium. Until next time, I'll see you later.